Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. And recently, I've been collecting a lot of games, specifically retro games from the Wii era and before that. And as a Turtles fan, of course, I was looking for Turtles content. And recently, I stumbled across a game that I had never heard of before. I looked into the game and found out that it was called TMNT Smash Up. Now, for those who also didn't know what this is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fighting game, somewhat based off of Super Smash Bros. Now, I'm sure we've all seen our fair share of Smash clones, whether it be Nick All-Star Brawl, which of course ended up being garbage, or the soon-to-be-released Multiverses game, which is already getting a lot of praise. And if you've been a gamer for a while, you might even remember PlayStation All-Stars, but I never hear people talk about this Turtles game. So then I started wondering, well, since it's not talked about, it might be because it's just a bad game. But I wanted to form my own opinion, and since the game was only $5 on Amazon, I decided to pick it up and give it a try. Now, the first thing I was greeted to was this pretty okay box art. As you can tell, it's based off the 2007 movie. But Shredder and Krang are included on this, which I thought was really interesting as we never saw them in that film, and we never saw Krang in that universe. And it also comes with an interesting comic that I have yet to read, but I am planning on it. Now, moving on to the game, I looked at its modes, and I gotta say, this is some pretty good stuff. To start, you have survival mode, which is basically just an arcade-style mode where you go against everyone under the sun and try to get a high score every time. Mission mode is where you complete missions and do certain tasks while fighting to unlock other characters like Shredder, Krang, Karai, Foot Soldier, etc. Arcade mode is when you face everyone on the roster one by one with these little comic cutscenes added in between them all. And last but not least, Battle Royale, which is basically the normal one most people go to, which is where you can play from 1 to 4 players, and it ends after about 3 lives. Now, for this review, I decided to start with Battle Royale, where you can only play as the hero characters, being the 4 Turtles, Splinter, Casey, and April. But once you start to complete some of the missions, it becomes much bigger as you can unlock Shredder, Foot Soldier, Ultron, Fugitoid, Shredder, Karai, the Night Watcher, and even the Rabbits as crossover characters. So overall, I can say this game has a pretty solid roster, but let's get into the gameplay. Now, the gameplay for this game is surprisingly really good, and matches go by pretty quickly. Now, I will say there aren't too many crazy moves enough for it to be Smash Melee levels of competitive, but it's a really fun multiplayer game. So, before we end off this video, I want to give my final thoughts on this game and whether I think you should buy it or not. And, well, the short answer is yes. I think this game is actually very good, and I might consider it to be one of the most underrated Turtles games we've ever seen. Going back to my Smash clone point earlier, I have to say this might be the best Smash clone I have ever played. PlayStation All-Stars was alright, but just had too many things wrong with it, and Nick All-Star Brawl was probably the most disappointing game of the entire year. Overall, I think this game is a pretty solid fighting game, and I'll give it a good 7 out of 10 as my final rating. And with that, I think I'm going to end the video off here. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe for more. See you around.